All right, guys, back with my third official YouTube podcast for wrestling. I got two great guests today, two guys that I've been collabing with a lot lately. You guys want to go ahead and introduce yourselves? Whoever wants to go first, it doesn't matter.
You go ahead, bro.
Alright, okay. It's me, Broken Empire, and I've been collabing a lot with these two dudes. And never on this channel. It was the first time on this channel, so this
Yeah,
is
this
gonna
is
be
your
some
this,
fun.
this is your first time on my channel. Rambo's been on here once. He was I think he was my first podcast I did on my channel. If I'm not mistaken. Go ahead, Rambo. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Hi. This is your boy MFLG Mark Rambo. Yeah, you already know I'm excited to get straight to it. Anything wrestling related, you know I'm down to do it. Thank you for inviting me, Malik. Let's get straight to business, man.
We're supposed to have Mountie was supposed to be on here, Mountie's corner, but I was falling behind late. But we were supposed to do this podcast like at 7 o'clock, but I had stuff to do, so we falling behind. But basically this podcast, so I can explain to everybody, this is a WrestleMania prediction card that we're gonna do. So this is we all three of us made a WrestleMania prediction card in our opinions of what the matches are going to be at WrestleMania this year. I'm sure we'll have disagreements. Like I said, we'll probably have disagreements um, on some of the matches, but that's gonna be the fun part, just debating about the matches and stuff like that. So if anybody with Rambo, I think you said you want to go first, so you can go ahead. You can start off if you want to.
All right.
My shit is skipping right now. So I hope this don't cut off though, man. Cause remember it cut off the last time.
Yeah.
First couple times we're doing it, man. Cause it's mine's skipping like really bad. I don't know if yours skipping over there.
Oh no, it's not skipping.
Is yours skipping broken?
On YouTube or?
Like, is it like can you hear like clearly? Is it like skipping really
I
bad?
it's all good.
Yeah, see, mine's skipping. See, this computer is terrible, man. When it gets like really hot, and I just literally just turned it on too, so like it's already like hot as shit. I don't understand. But go ahead, Rambo. What matches you got on there, man? We start off with the pre-show.
All right, let's start with the pre-show. Let's start with something slight, all right? So, of course, we're going to have the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I think we all got that. A winner for that, but I just know it for a fact it's going to happen. And also, since 2018 and 2017 has been just historic for the women, let's have a women's Battle Royal. I figure those two matches will be the guess we could say the little start of WrestleMania, and then you'll get straight to good stuff. Let's start off with I'm gonna start off with a bang. This is not in order either way, too. So don't make it seem like this is exactly what's gonna happen in particular order and frame, because it's not. We'll just start off with this: Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. I got Brock Lesnar losing that one, because what I see eventually is gonna happen is Brock Lesnar's not gonna resign. Brock Lesnar is going to go to UFC. He's probably going to do something over there for a small stint. And then at the same time, Brock Lesnar was not that great of a champion to me. Roman, for the first time, you very rarely hear this. I hope Roman Reigns wins this, because I don't like Lesnar as a champion. I'd rather see my champion every day and get on my nerves than him being there every blue moon and him still getting on my nerves. So I got Roman Reigns winning that one. Let's go to another match I think is going to happen. Cena versus Taker. I think we all know that's going to happen at some point. The rivalry is going to start up. I really think Taker's going to win this one, because I truly think this is going to be his last match. I really think so.
You think he's going to win his last match?
I think he's going to win his last match. I think he's going to go off with a good ride going forward. I feel like if you lose like 4 times in a row, you're just gonna.
You know that's like a wrestling tradition. Like, people will lose their last match. I think the only one who ever, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think that Trish Stratus was the only person to win her last match. If I'm not mistaken.
Hey.
I know. I mean, Shawn Michaels didn't win his last. Ric Flair didn't win his last match. Shawn Michaels didn't win his last match either. I'm sure there are a couple others that I can't think of off the top of my head, but people who knew they were going to retire like officially, like this was going to be it. But Lita lost her last match.
That's true. I don't see Taker losing 4 times in a row. I just can't see that happening. I cannot see that happening. It's just
I don't know against John Cena at WrestleMania. I could see. I mean, who you got? I mean, you got really got to think that who else. If he's gonna if Taker's really gonna retire, like if this is gonna be it, who else better to beat him than John Cena? You know what I mean? Like who I mean he's pretty much done everybody else, and John Cena. This is pretty much a match. I think we all can agree it's like overdue. This match should have happened a long time ago.
For sure. I don't know, man. I personally think Taker's gonna win. He's getting.
Do you want to see him win just because he's facing John Cena, or do you?
No, I want to.
Do you want him to win just because you don't want him to lose 3 times at WrestleMania?
I don't want him to lose 3 times at Mania. I don't mind him losing to Cena, or Cena beating him, because it's like the same with Roman Reigns and Lesnar. Like, I'd rather see Cena win on like a good occasion, but considering, like you said a couple of times, if this match was like 10 years ago. Oh, I would love to see Cena win and break that streak and then go heel or something like that. But, this is 10 years after, Taker he's getting up there. Cena's a part-timer. Why not end the streak? Why not end your career going against or beating somebody of that caliber like Cena? Because everybody knows, like.
But you gotta think John Cena's still gonna be there though. He's still gonna. I mean, he's not gonna. Obviously, he's part time. He's not gonna be there full time. But he's still going to be there. You know what I mean? He's still going to be long. He's still got a lot more longevity than Taker does. So I can see. I mean, I understand your point. I thought about that too. I was like, I really don't know if I can be okay with Taker losing 3 times at WrestleMania. Like that's just not okay. Especially after him being undefeated for 21 years. Like how you lose 3 matches.
Exactly.
But I also would think it would. I think just me personally, it would hurt John Cena more if he lost at WrestleMania, just because he's gonna be there more longer. Taker is obviously it's his last match. He's not wrestling anymore. He's done. This is gonna be it.
Exactly.
Cena's still gonna be there more, and that could really elevate his career even more. Especially we don't know the plans for Cena in 2018, and he could have a Universal title shot in this. We don't know, but I can see your point there. I thought about that. Broken, what do you think about that?
I have that match on my card too, actually, but I put Cena for the win.
Yeah, I did too. That's one match I had my card, but I got Cena winning that match.
You see, people
because it's only if it's gonna be his last. We don't know if it's gonna be his last match though. That's the only thing.
It better be, to be honest. Last year should have been it.
Exactly.
Man. The streak should have been it, man.
But what if Taker comes? What if he actually puts on a good performance this year?
Then that's all right. But don't do it again.
Yeah. He looks healthy though. I give it to him. He looks really healthy. So when we saw him in Raw 25, and you look at him with 30 and 30, I think 32. Sorry. You look at him at 33 and 32. He didn't look as muscular as he did. And he looked.
Yeah, he's definitely got overweight and stuff like that.
Yeah, he got overweight and got skinny. But you look at him in Raw 25, this is just in my opinion, he looked like he was getting better. He looks
pretty good.
Yeah, he looked a little more healthier. But I'm not saying.
WrestleMania 30, he looked the worst I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he looked bad. He looked bad.
He was not ready. There's no way he's ready for that. I think Taker's best WrestleMania years were from 23 all the way up to 28. Or you can throw 29 in there because he had a good match with CM Punk too. They had a really good match. But from this match with Batista to Edge, both matches with Shawn Michaels, both matches with Triple H, and then his match with CM Punk were, to me, his best WrestleMania. Those were his best years. That's when he looked. Even he had his haircut and stuff. Those were his best performances, to me.
You think since Taker's old school, right? You think he'd want to lose his last match, and I'm sure that what he says goes.
I think he would. To be honest, that's just my opinion.
If he tells Vince that he wants Cena to go over, I think Vince will do it.
I mean, he lost. Come on, he lost Roman Reigns. Come on now.
Yeah.
Let's be real. He lost Roman Reigns, and really, John Cena should have fought Undertaker last year at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, dude, that was like the original plan, but then they were like Roman Reigns. I'm like, oh God, help me.
Yeah, I don't know why they changed that. I don't know what happened with that because I heard Vince was really big on it, and then all of a sudden he just changed his opinion about it. And I was like, oh,
I guess Vince just didn't want hella money.
Mm. All right, so what else you got on there, Rambo? You have, I think I have both those matches you have so far. I have in mind.
Okay, I actually have other obvious as well. Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, but I have Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle.
So you got Kurt Angle in there. Okay.
Not The Rock, because with everything that's going on with The Rock, I highly doubt. I mean, it would be a great WrestleMania moment, but I really doubt. I mean, The Rock is completely Hollywood now. He is in his productions, his movies, everything that's going on. Braun Strowman, I wouldn't mind. Seth Rollins just would not work. Why not Kurt Angle? I mean, it'd be interesting at the least, considering what happened at Survivor Series and everything that was going on. Even Braun Strowman. I mean, that's what I'm saying. With Braun Strowman, Kurt Angle, you can still get somewhat of a little WrestleMania moment. But really, The Rock would be the best idea. But we all know it's not going to happen. But for that match, I got Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle winning that. Just because it's going to be the start of Ronda Rousey's career. You can't put her into a title shot immediately because, I kind of think about what I said yesterday. So I'm going to have to, disagree with my statement, like I said. Disagree with my statement that I said yesterday. It wouldn't be right to put her in a title shot right on the spot because she has no chemistry with anybody. It would just be god-awful. It would be kind of embarrassing as well. So I'm going to take Ronda and Angle in that match.
But we don't know how she's gonna work in the ring though. I'm very interested to see. I'm excited to see her Sunday. I don't know about y'all, but I want to see how she does. I want to see how she is on the mic. I want to see her character, the faces that I want to see how she adapts to the WWE environment more than the UFC environment. So I'm very interested to see what they have planned for her Sunday, and then I'm interested to see how she does in the ring. I wonder what she's gonna wear. She's what kind of gear is she gonna wear?
She better not point at that sign though. Oh my God.
I don't know if she's gonna point at the sign. She might. I can see her pointing at the sign if she's cutting a promo. If she's cutting some type of promo.
Point at it maybe 400 or 500 times.
If she's cutting a promo, I can see her. But I don't know. It depends. What else you got in there? So you got Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie, and you got Kurt Angle and Ronda going over. Who else? What else you got on there?
I have Asuka versus Alexa Bliss. I got Asuka winning this one. She's gonna win that title, and she's gonna lose it, in my opinion, in a multi-woman match. She's 1-on-1, but she's gonna lose it in this match, but she's not gonna get pinned.
So you don't have Charlotte and Asuka?
I do not have Charlotte and Asuka.
Okay. So you have Asuka going over on Alexa. So obviously you think Asuka's gonna beat Nia Jax Sunday?
Yes. Yes, for sure.
Absolutely. All right, what else you got on there?
The obvious, the face that runs the place, AJ Styles versus this King of Strong Style. Can I say that? Because I heard they New Japan copyrighted that. But the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura. And believe it or not, knowing how big of an AJ Styles fan I am, I got Nakamura winning this one 2 times in their main event match. This, in my opinion, is going to be the main event of WrestleMania.
You think that's going to main event WrestleMania?
No, I think it may not be the main event, but
you think it's going to be the best match?
Yeah,
for sure. Nothing's going to beat that. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, nothing's going to beat that. That's not going to be. That's not going to be the main. That's not going to be the main event. But that'll be the best match. Nobody's going to top that match.
Absolutely.
Honestly, they're gonna have to put no disrespect, but they're gonna have to put one of those female matches after that match because that crowd's gonna be so dead pretty much. All the hype to it.
Exactly. The thing is, it's just It's gonna be a good match. Don't get me wrong. It's gonna be a absolutely great match. And this was a really hard decision for me. It's like, you know how much I love Styles.
Yeah.
It's just I can't see him retaining it. I mean, considering how big of a match this is, considering
this is Shinsuke's crowning moment.
Yeah, exactly. This is if Shinsuke doesn't win,
he'll get a rematch. If he doesn't win, he'll get a rematch though.
Yeah, but it just won't feel as big.
Yeah, exactly.
What if they did the next night what if they did it on SmackDown the next night though? Not the next night, but the next Tuesday. Remember how they did it? Remember how they did it with Christian when he won and then he fought Randy Orton on SmackDown and then he lost?
I don't know. I can't see them doing that.
Nah.
I'm saying like AJ wins, and then they have the match like on SmackDown on Tuesday.
Could you imagine AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura on SmackDown?
The ratings would be crazy.
That would be very crazy.
People would immediately.
Yeah, I got Nakamura winning that one. That's a big money match. That is personally what I think should be the main event, but Vince is, is on Roman's crotch. So. No disrespect to Vinnie Mac, but yeah, pretty much. So I got Nakamura winning that one, and then this one where I thought it would be kind of interesting. A ladder match for the U.S. title. I mean, we need the pretty much what it is we need Ziggler in this match, obviously. We need Randy Orton in this match because Randy Orton is Randy Orton, and we need Bobby Roode.
So you got Randy Orton in that match.
What about Baron Corbin?
Baron Corbin is in it. No, actually, my bad. I actually have Randy, Roode, Ziggler, Mahal.
You can put 5 in
there. Well, they usually have like 7, don't they?
6 they usually have like 6 or 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I got 4. Yeah, I got and I ended up having Ziggler winning this match because one, think about it like this: Ziggler.
I can see that. I can see that happen.
Ziggler what he's gonna do is he's gonna eventually put Roode over because right now Roode doesn't have much of anything going on for him. I mean, he got into the main roster. He had his just natural momentum considering what he was doing in NXT, and now he's just like there. With Ziggler, knowing how good Ziggler is, Ziggler could actually put Bobby Roode over, and almost Bobby Roode could turn heel, maybe.
I hope so.
He could a face and just get, I don't know, some type of pop in a sense. But it's just,
can't be a face.
He's not a natural face. Let's be real.
It's like a Rambo
arrogant, wrestler.
I don't like him as a face at all, man. I wish they would turn him heel.
He was great. He was great in NXT. He was NXT. He was the face of NXT as a heel.
Absolutely. So I'm
gonna have to agree. I'm gonna have to agree on that. I can see if they had that ladder match, I can see Ziggler definitely going over, especially since he never lost the belt in the first place.
Yeah. So check this out. Now I had the IC title match. But this match is a no DQ match. The reason why I say it is because Miz Taraj is going to get involved in this. I think it's going to be the Miz versus Braun Strowman versus Elias.
Ooh, that's an interesting match.
Elias.
Now, I think Elias is worthy of a title shot at 100%. This point. He's getting up there. 2, they need to do something with Braun Strowman because he's not in the main event. And he can't go against anybody like Roman Reigns or John Cena or any other big person or Brock Lesnar. So they have to put him in some worthy match. It's going to be a slaughter out of the way because Braun Strowman's going to win. Nobody is going to be able to stop Braun Strowman. Even with the Miztourage coming out.
Yo, Braun Strowman. He should pile all of them up and give them a power slam.
Exactly, because he's just going to show his pure dominance on that. And then the Miz can pretty much make any match a good match.
So who wins?
Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman's
winning that one in a landslide. He's going to literally show pure dominance. And there's going to be moments They're gonna be cool spots within the match. You know, the Miz is gonna do something crazy. Elias could possibly do something. Miz Taraj comes out considering it's a no DQ match. You know, it's gonna probably have some form of WrestleMania moment. Braun Strowman's gonna throw the Miz and Elias or power slam both of them. He's gonna do some crazy spot. It's gonna happen, but at the end of the match, Braun Strowman's gonna be holding the title over their head pretty much, and he's
That's
gonna
a very, to me, that's a very interesting pick. I got something else planned for Braun Strowman, but that's just, I'll explain when I get to it. But that's, I like that. That's thinking outside the box. I would never thought about that. I never thought of that match. What do you think about that match, Empire?
That's a pretty good one, but I actually put the Intercontinental Championship in a ladder match
instead of the U.S. title.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Rambo. So.
Oh, I got.
You have that.
3 more, actually 2 more. Consider them other the other one. I have this one. This one was a really hard one because I didn't know what to do exactly. So for the SmackDown Women's Championship match, I have Charlotte versus Becky versus Naomi. But here's the thing: neither one of them are going to win. Carmella is going to cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase. I feel like right there at a WrestleMania time, WrestleMania moment, she's been holding it for God knows how long. Nothing much has been going on. She holds the belt for a little bit after Mania and eventually loses it in the pay-per-view power Charlotte. But yeah, I just felt like it was the way to put the top people into the match. I mean, like, we've already seen the match before, but I'd rather see the match again than not have a SmackDown Women's Championship match. There's not much female talent in the SmackDown roster other than the Riot Squad, which I don't think is there yet because that's just too quick that they end up popping on a Mania match. And
I agree. I agree with that.
It's the only way to actually have SmackDown women on WrestleMania is to have more known wrestlers on going at it. And then, like I said, she's gonna catch that.
I can definitely tell that we all were thinking outside the box because the first 2 matches you had were I think all 3 of us had those matches. Those are just kind of predictable.
Yeah, definitely.
But then you lost me with the triple threat match, and then the women's match and the ladder match I did have too. I had the ladder match, but I don't know if I had the same participants as you did. But I did have the U.S. title match in mine. I think it's gonna be for the U.S. title. But okay, so you have those matches. You got any tag team matches on there besides the other one? The tag title matches?
That is my last match. But before I go to that, I got one more to talk about. We cannot forget about Seth Rollins, Finn Balor.
Yeah.
These two are
you think that's gonna so you think that will be a match right there?
I think that will be a match. And I think what's gonna happen is I think Finn Balor is gonna win this. Because Finn Balor needs this win, 1. And 2, I think it will eventually
I don't know. Over Seth Rollins? He needs it more over Seth Rollins?
Rollins got to get that huge push though.
This is the thing though. I mean, after that injury,
I don't know.
Shoulder,
I don't know. That's tough.
I mean, Finn Balor after the shoulder injury.
I honestly like that match. I would love to see that match. I think that match wouldn't top Nakamura versus Styles, but the hype could be the same to me because those are two. I think it could exactly be the same. But as far as I might have to lean towards Rollins for the win over that one. I don't know if. I mean, obviously both guys would really need it. I mean, it would be a must need for both of them, but the way I don't know. That's a tough one, man. That'd be a tough one to pick. The winner, I could see it going either way.
And the thing is, though, the reason why I say it because eventually it's gonna start a whole situation leading up to the Shield versus Balor Club.
Balor Club, yeah. Once Ambrose comes back.
It's gonna start something between WrestleMania and whenever Dean Ambrose comes back. And they're going to do... Because originally, from what I heard, they were going to do Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins.
I heard. I did hear that one, but I also heard that they were gonna do Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins versus the Usos.
That would be good.
Yeah,
I would have. Oh man, I was hoping to see that. To be honest, I was a little upset when Dean Ambrose got hurt because I was reading rumors about that and I was like, damn man, that match would have been a live match right there.
You know, without Dean Ambrose these days, it kind of feels like there's a little piece of Raw missing.
That's true, man. You know, honestly, I mean, sometimes I forget he's even there, but then there are times on the show when he's not. I mean, I don't even forget that he's like a super. I just mean like you just obviously when people are hurt, you just kind of forget about him. You know what I'm saying? They just kind of fade off a little bit. So there are times where I just think of a superstar, like who could the superstar work with, and you just think of like, oh, I mean, like Dean Ambrose could work with him, like, like Elias right now, like that could be a good feud right there, Elias and Dean Ambrose. That could be a really good feud. But
actually,
that would be a really nice feud, or even Dean Ambrose could work with he can work Finn Balor. We haven't seen that. So I like that matchup though. I like that matchup. I don't know if they're leaning towards that, but I would definitely be on board with that Finn Balor and Seth Rollins match.
Which leads to the final match. We got the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championship match. I have the Usos versus New Day. Check this out. Versus Rusev Day.
Who?
You see, I have the Usos on there, but I don't have them facing either of those teams, to be honest.
Yeah, I got the Bludgeon Brothers.
I have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Dang. I have Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn.
Oh.
I think they're gonna kind of push him as more of as a tag team. I can see them fighting each other, but now I don't understand why they would split them up now. I mean they just got them together not that long ago, so I mean I don't understand why would they split them up like so quickly. So I can see them kind of make a tag team title run, possibly, but it depends on how everything falls out of Fastlane and how everything goes within that match. So that I do have that match though, but the New Day versus who else? You said Rusev Day.
New Day versus Rusev Day versus Usos.
Who wins? Who goes over?
Rusev Day, biggest pop ever, man.
Rusev Day. I have Rusev Day.
Yeah.
Getting the steal on this one, if I'm being honest with you. And I feel like it's.
I really don't like them. I don't know why. I just really hate them.
It's gonna be reminiscent of Zack Ryder in Wrestlemania 32.
I'm not feeling. I'm not feeling the whole like. I just don't like it. Like I'm not feeling it, man. I just don't like. I don't like
everything, bro. I'm Rusev Dang everything.
I like Rusev. It's more Aiden English. I just don't like him. I like Rusev. This is more him. Like it's just like I just don't like. I didn't even like him when he was in the Vaudevillains, to be honest. It's more.
All about them.
It's just more him. Like I don't know. Like I just never. I'm not big on Rusev Day, but it's great though. I mean, it's super over. It's probably like the most over thing on SmackDown right now. So It's super over.
In the company.
But oh man, this is that Rusev. I don't know, man. I'm not feeling it. That's just me. I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, I have Rusev Day taking still, just like WrestleMania 32 of Zack Ryder when he won the IC title. And I feel like it's gonna be somewhat of that pop because it's gonna be unexpected.
Yo, that pop is.
See, that match will happen until the Hardys come out and return again.
Oh God, please no.
All right, I'll go next. Let me get mine up. Okay, so on the pre-show, I had the Battle Royal like you did. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking Elias could win that match. I really don't know. I don't think they're gonna have anything planned for him on the main card, to be honest. I mean, I would hope so, but I don't know who else could win that match. Really. I mean, this is, but like last year, I didn't expect Mojo Rawley to win last year, so I don't know. They could just. I feel like they like to surprise people with that because a lot of people I think picked Braun Strowman last year to win. So I also did have a women's battle royal too. I had that on mine. I was like, because a lot of women are probably not gonna make it. Like Becky Lynch, Naomi. They possibly may not make the card this year. Possibly may not. The Riot Squad and those girls probably may not. So I figured they could do that. Maybe like I don't know. winner can get the title shot in the future or something like that. I don't know. Maybe they could put something like that on the line. I don't know exactly what would be at stake, but also I had the cruiserweight tournament match in the pre-show because that match is gonna happen.
Oh my! I forgot all about that.
I have Cedric Alexander in the finals. And for his opponent, I'm kind of gonna. I want to say Mustafa Ali, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure who his opponent will be. But I think Cedric will be in there for sure because he's supposed to get the title shot at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Against Enzo, and then that didn't go down. So I think that would happen. But I knew y'all forget about that. Some people won't forget about that. I remember that.
Forgot all about that.
And I've been watching Live Live too, bro. What the hell?
And then I have another pre-show match. I have the Raw Tag Team titles. I have the Bar versus the Revival.
Same.
On the pre-show.
I got that match.
I have that match, and I have. I would say the Revival, but it depends on how over they get before Mania. I think if they don't get as over as they are, then I think the Bar will win.
I think it's a good match. Then they could get over during the match.
Yeah, for sure. So to my main card, I have Roman versus Brock, like I'm pretty sure we all do. I have Roman going over. I have Cena Taker. I have Cena going over though. I think Cena will win, just because if it's going to be Taker's last match, I just don't see the. I can understand. I mean, the only thing that would really get to me is that if he loses to Taker, I mean, if Cena beats Taker, people will just be mad just because of their hatred of John Cena, just because they don't like John Cena. They won't see the whole concept of it. This is the man's last match. He's never wrestling again. This is going to be his last match. He is 53 years old. He can barely do what the Undertaker can do. Most wrestlers, it's a wrestling pretty much tradition from what we hear that you're supposed to lose your last match. This is how it's supposed to happen. I don't know if you want to say giving back to the business or whatever, but that's just how things work.
Mm-hmm.
But I have Cena winning. I have Charlotte versus Asuka for the women's title. I have that match. I got Charlotte versus Asuka. I think they would want that big women's match, and I don't know. Asuka versus Alexa Bliss could have a great match, but the build up just wouldn't be as hype as Charlotte and Asuka would, just because of Charlotte and this is this wouldn't have the same feel. I have Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss versus Bayley versus Sasha Banks in a fatal 4-way. I feel like they said they're gonna do Nia Jax. They said they have Nia Jax playing versus Alexa Bliss, but I don't think. I just don't think they'll leave off Bayley and Sasha for WrestleMania. I think they want those two on there. Mm-hmm. Especially, I really do think they have heel turn for Sasha in the future. I think it's kind of. Sure. I think they're just kind of building it up slow. So I have that match. I have The Miz versus Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor in a triple threat match for the IC title. I was close to doing Seth versus Finn. I was thinking about that. I was like, man, that match would be really good. But then I just don't want to accept Braun Strowman versus The Miz. Like, I refuse to accept that. That's just no way that can happen. I honestly don't want to see that. That can't happen. Like, there's no way that can happen. And I thought about Miz versus Balor, but then I was thinking, but then what do you do with Seth Rollins? Like, where would he go? Who could he possibly do? I was thinking maybe Seth versus Elias, but I don't know. There's too many stars. Mm-hmm. So I have that match, and I would have The Miz winning that match. I think he would go over on that match. I have Ronda Rousey and The Rock versus Triple H Stephanie.
The Rock coming?
I think he's gonna do it. I think he's gonna do it because you really never know in WWE.
I don't know. People say he didn't make Raw 25.
But I mean, just because he didn't make Raw, they plan stuff out. They're gonna keep it on. They're gonna keep it on the low. They ain't gonna they'll keep it on the low for sure. It's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be. We're not gonna know if The Rock's gonna be there until like he actually shows. Like it's gonna be like on a Raw one day, and all of a sudden his music is gonna hit, and he's just gonna come out, and nobody's gonna know. It's gonna be in a segment, and all of a sudden he's just gonna be like that, and everybody's gonna be like, "Holy shit, it's The Rock!"
They're gonna announce it better because that's what they like to do.
I don't know. I think they would build it up like I think Ronda would challenge Stephanie Triple H to a match, and she would be like, I challenge you to a match, like with a partner of my choosing or something like that, and they would do something like that, and then whenever or if The Rock can't come, then I had Kurt Angle on there too if The Rock possibly can't do it. Braun Strowman can also be another fit too, but I would rather The Rock would be the best choice if he doesn't have any Hollywood stuff going on. I have the Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. I have the Usos going over in that one. At least I hope they would go over. But I could also see Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens winning, just for the reasons of everything going on with them on SmackDown and stuff like that. And I hope, like I said, I hope the Usos actually make the card this year. I really
pray that
they better.
That's why I had them going up against Kevin and Sami, because you're not gonna put Kevin Owens on the pre-show. It's not right. You're not doing that. They're not doing that. They could put Sami and the Usos in the pre-show, but with Kevin Owens in there, you cannot put them on the pre-show. And then facing, I mean, the New Day, but we've already seen that. Like we've already seen they're gonna fight again.
Is that happening at Fastlane?
Yeah, they're fighting again at Fastlane. It's like, how many times are we gonna do this? It's gonna be a great match, but it's just like, how many times are we gonna do that match? You know what I mean? How many times are we gonna face each other before?
Yeah.
And I would say Bludgeon Brothers, but I don't know if that make the main card.
That's the only reason they're getting built up in the first place, to be at Mania. So.
Yeah. So this match is gonna surprise you guys. Now, before I want to explain why I chose this match. I picked this match.
Oh no.
Because I feel like you really have to think about this match. I have Braun Strowman versus Randy Orton. I put that match on there.
What the?
Because
what the hell?
It gives both of them. It gives something for both of them to do, because we have no idea what they're doing. It gives something for both of them to do. 2, it won't really hurt Randy Orton if he puts Braun Strowman over at WrestleMania, because Braun Strowman most likely is going to be Universal Champion sometime during the year. This is bound to happen. He's bound to beat Roman. It would really help build him up to beat somebody big at WrestleMania in a big match. Randy Orton has good chemistry, and Braun Strowman is a good big man, so that could help. They could have really good chemistry together. It probably won't be like 5-star type match, but they could do the best they could do, and Randy could put him over, and that could help Braun lead towards obviously he's probably gonna face. I don't know if he's gonna face Roman Reigns immediately, but he's obviously gonna be Universal Champion sometime during the year. I mean, it's probably SummerSlam the latest, if anything. He might even go into SummerSlam as a champion, for all we know. But because Roman Reigns' title runs never really last that long, if people don't really peep that. The last one only really ended because he got suspended and stuff like that. That's the only reason they really took it off him, because he got in trouble. But his title runs never really last long. But I think that could be, because they've had SmackDown and Raw matches before WrestleMania, and they've worked pretty much. Like Randy Orton, Undertaker did one, which is really good. Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels had a great one at WrestleMania 21, which is a really good one. They had Batista and Umaga did one year, so it's not like they never had these before. And I think, like I said, I think it could give them something. One, it would give them both something to do. 2, I don't think it would really hurt Randy Orton to put Braun Strowman over at WrestleMania, just because it's, like I said, Randy Orton's a big star. Braun Strowman is obviously going to get a bigger push this year than Randy Orton will, because they got bigger plans for him. So I can see that happening, because I really don't know what they have planned for them. Like, I don't know what they're going to do. I thought originally Randy would face Bobby Roode, but they're having that match at Fastlane. So now I'm like, well, then I really don't know what they're going to do now, because I thought that was going to be planned. And I'm pretty sure they're going to throw Jinder Mahal into that Fastlane match too. So I was thinking about that. I mean, that match probably won't happen, but I was just thinking about the idea of it, and then just the whole concept behind it, because I think that would be okay for both guys, just to get this to be on the card. The build up, I think the build up could be pretty good, and the match could be pretty decent. And at the end of the day, it could help Braun Strowman towards the future for his championship run. Now I did have a U.S. title match with the ladder match. I had Bobby Roode, I had Baron Corbin, I had Dolph Ziggler, I had Ty Dillinger in there. I had Jinder Mahal, Rusev, And I'm thinking because you need a high flyer in there, right? You need somebody who's gonna do high flying moves.
Kofi.
And you need somebody. I was thinking Kofi, but I was like, man, I don't know if they're gonna. I just don't know if they're gonna put like New Day or whatever on there. So I put Sin Cara on there. That's what I put. He's a high flyer.
Wow.
He could take. He was in the ladder match. I think with the one with Zack Ryder won when Zack Ryder won a couple years ago.
When was the last time that man was on TV?
It's been a while. But I know he's on SmackDown, and I know he's high flyer.
I remember he had like a
thing with Baron Corbin, didn't he? Didn't he have a thing with Baron
Corbin when he was U.S. champ?
I heard he got injured though sometime. Like I heard he had like some type of concussion or something like that. If I'm not mistaken. If I'm really not mistaken, I'm not for sure. I think they said he had like a concussion or something like that. But I put him in there just because he'll be in there for the big spots. He'll be in there for the high fly moments, and he'll be in there to take the big bumps. You need somebody in there to take the big high bumps. I mean, Dolph Ziggler can't be the only one to do it. Ty Dillinger, I put Ty Dillinger in there for that reason too. But I would have Dolph Ziggler winning that match, like you said, just because he never lost it, and I really don't know. I still don't understand the whole concept, to be honest. I don't understand anything about that to this day. I don't know why they did that. It doesn't make any sense.
When in his entrance, why does he still have the record scratch when the music plays anyways? It makes zero sense.
Exactly, and now, what was the point? I thought they had something big planned for him. Like when he went for the title, I'm like, okay, he's gonna come back and do something. But then he just did. I don't know. I'm not understanding. I don't understand. Maybe like I said, then maybe he went to WrestleMania. I don't know. I don't understanding what was all behind that.
Straight up dropped the ball.
Yeah, I don't know what was behind that. I just like I still to this day don't understand it. I don't understand why they had him because he won it and then the next day he just gave it up. So now I'm like, why? What was the whole point of him winning if he's gonna? But then I'm thinking like maybe he comes back and they got something planned for him. But then he just comes back at the Royal Rumble and then nothing. Like so I'm really like I'm not understanding like why'd you guys do this? Like what was the whole point of it? Like you just do it to make people happy and then he loses the belt? Like that what I'm getting from? Because that's how I felt. But then the last match, of course, I had AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
This one was extremely hard for me to pick the winner because I honestly could see it going either way, but I would have to pick Shinsuke to win. Mm-hmm. Definitely would see him going over, but I wouldn't be mad if AJ Styles won. I honestly wouldn't. I wouldn't be upset if AJ Styles won because I like AJ Styles more.
It's a win-win.
I like AJ more than Nakamura anyway, but I feel like Nakamura would need it more. He needed more. You know what I'm saying? He would need it more. And I don't know how Shinsuke, because he lost twice to Jinder Mahal. And even though he won the Rumble, it kind of built him back up. I don't know how he would bounce unless he would, like I said, unless they had a rematch and then he beats him. But I don't know. You think the rematch would have more hype to it than the original one would?
Heck no.
No.
It has to be a rematch. It can't be like a month or two within WrestleMania being over. It has to be a couple months after Mania.
Like SummerSlam.
Yeah, like SummerSlam would be a perfect time to get a rematch.
So you don't think they should have a rematch the next, even if Styles loses, you don't think he should get a rematch like immediately?
Nah.
No, what they usually, if they want to be smart, that next day, AJ Styles should come out demanding for a rematch. He doesn't get it. You know how it is. You know, like
so you say he would have to earn it or something like that. Like you have to earn your.
Yeah, pretty much in a sense. Yeah, you should. You know, AJ, if he says he does lose, when he does lose, he comes out, he goes off on attention, he demands a rematch. Everybody's all with him and stuff like that. You know, Shinsuke even comes out, baby, and it's like, oh crap, you know, we might get this match again. Of course, we're not going to get Shane, or if Daniel Bryan's still there. Daniel Bryan, says, oh no, you're going against so. It's just like any other match. Or if they really want to be ballsy, I guess we get a match.
If they were to do a rematch on SmackDown, I think that somebody would interrupt it and it would be like no contest.
Yeah.
But who though? Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn?
I don't know if there'll be a thing after me. Maybe.
Who else? Who else could interrupt it? Maybe.
Dolph Ziggler.
Jinder Mahal? Would that be a good one? Would that be? You think that would be a good one if Jinder
Daniel
Mahal would
Bryan
interrupt
straight
it?
up interrupts the match.
If Jinder interrupts, that would be crazy. I don't think that'd be the best idea, but it would be interesting to see what they want to do with it.
I mean, obviously, it would give Jinder a lot more heat. People already hate him, so it's not like it would affect him. It would affect him either way. But I wouldn't mind that if they did that. To be honest, it'd be interesting to see where they went for it with it. But
how about Ronda Rousey interrupts it and then points at the sign that's not there anymore?
Yeah, the former WrestleMania sign. A lot of people. Let me ask you guys. Why does that bother a lot of people? That never bothered me, to be honest.
I'm just making fun. I just thought it was funny.
But Mountie was like Mountie was like furious about it. He was like, I hated it so much. Like he was
pointed way too many times.
I agree. She pointed too many times. I think like I said, she could have came in the ring and pointed that one time.
Get on the ropes, point at it one time like a person, and then chill out.
But I never understood why people were just like that moment, like in general, it was just that moment.
It was cringy, super cringy, and it's nothing against Ronda. It's just
so that bothered you too.
I think it was cringe, right? But it made it so much worse that it was right after the Women's Rumble.
Yeah, I agree.
See, I don't know, man. That never really. I honestly expected her to be there. Like I was like, she's showing up. I don't know how, I don't know when, but she's showing up. I just didn't know how it was gonna go down.
Yep.
And when she showed up, I was like, okay. And then she pointed at the WrestleMania sign. I was like, ooh, okay, that makes it obvious, very clear of what she wants to do. And then she tried to shake Asuka's hand, and she dissed her. So like, oh, okay. And then she pointed again, and then she went back up. And then after when she got up on top of the ring, she pointed at to it again. So I never overthought it. I never thought I thought it was cringy or anything. I never thought about that way. But it's very, I don't know. I thought it was very interesting how people were just like so upset about that moment in general. Like this is that particular thing. Like she pointed too much at WrestleMania sign. I'm like damn, like that moment in general. That's like got a lot of attention over that one.
Which already makes me feel like Ronda would be a better heel.
She's definitely gonna have to be a heel when she comes. I mean, obviously, she'll be a face at WrestleMania, but after WrestleMania, they need to start building her up as a heel because I don't think people will accept her at first, not because they don't like her, they probably won't accept her just because they want to see how she's gonna do. They don't know how well she's going to do.
Yeah.
Before we accept you, we need to know that you're able to do this at a high level and you're able to be great at this. Otherwise, you won't be accepted. So. Unless I hope they don't push her like a baby, like a female Roman Reigns. We don't need to see that.
Oh God!
Or a female Lesnar. Please don't.
I've heard
you don't need another Roman Reigns in general.
I heard she's full time. Like she wants to do full time, so she's gonna be doing full time travel and everything. So.
But of course, they still got to show us a televised contract signing.
And then. From what I've heard, a lot of like wrestling observers and wrestling legends and stuff like that say that they should build her up like to be like Goldberg at first, like to be dominant like that at first, and then
that's like Asuka's gimmick though.
I feel like if anybody would be her first, it'd be Asuka or Charlotte, like one-on-one wise, it would have to be one of those two. But knowing that she's going to be on Raw. It would be more Asuka. Well, that's Asuka goes and go to SmackDown. Asuka goes to SmackDown, and then maybe Nia Jax. I mean, I don't know, but Nia Jax loses too many big matches. So I don't know if I'd believe that or not. Like just be believable because we know she's gonna lose to Asuka on Sunday, and then the only way she's tapped out a couple way too many times. I don't like that either. She tapped out Sasha once. She tapped out. I think she tapped out Sasha maybe 2 times if I'm mistaken. A couple times if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
She's tapped out to who else? She tapped out a couple people.
Who
I
tonight?
don't think it was,
Nia Jax?
Yeah, it wasn't
I think
Asuka.
I think she's only tapped to Sasha in the bank statement.
You may be right. I just don't want to over. I'm trying to think hard. You probably are right though. I don't think
She didn't really lose to anyone else.
Has she lost to Bailey?
No, she beat Bailey.
She's never lost to Bailey on Raw, not one time.
I don't think she did.
She lost to Sasha. Who else has she lost to 1-on-1? If I'm not mistaken.
I don't think she's lost to anyone else.
You might be right. She might, and she may never lost to anybody else. In a one-on-one matchup, Sasha may be the only one. So that is my WrestleMania card. Empire. Let's see what you have. Let's see what you have.
All right, so no particular order, but I guess we'll start with the Honor the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I got my boy Ty Dillinger winning that thing. That's pretty much it for that. And then I got a women's battle royal like you guys as well. I put Becky Lynch to win that one.
That's pretty cool how we all thought about that battle royal thing. That's pretty cool.
Because okay, wait. Before I keep going, I just want to say, you're getting these massive indie stars like EC3 and Ricochet in NXT and stuff like that. Obviously, you got people like Aleister Black and Velveteen Dream, and those people not even on the main roster yet, right? And we're having trouble fitting all the stars onto one show. So imagine what it will be like when those guys get over onto the main. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be so hard to fit everyone onto one show.
I agree. I would definitely agree. The roster is definitely getting bigger and bigger. And it's definitely getting interesting, man. Like you said, like with WrestleMania time coming around, how are you going to fit all these people on WrestleMania? That's why I put Randy versus Orton, because those are two big stars. I can see them trying to just to squeeze that in there just so they can get on WrestleMania.
So for the WWE title, obviously I got AJ versus Shinsuke, and I got Shinsuke Nakamura winning that one. It's his big crowning moment. The Universal title, I got Brock versus Reigns, because obviously Roman Reigns gonna win that one. Keep it for hopefully 6 months so we can be done with this whole Roman Reigns thing. For the US title, I kind of had to dig for an actual match, but I'm not really straight up happy with what I got. But I just put Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode versus Jinder Mahal. I didn't even think about Dolph Ziggler. I don't even have him on my card, but for now, I'll just say those three guys. And I put Jinder Mahal winning because that would be freaking awesome.
Jinder Mahal?
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Mahal
That would be cool.
The US champion at WrestleMania.
I'd be cool with that.
What?
Right,
I actually like Jinder Mahal a lot.
For the Intercontinental Championship, I got a ladder match. I got Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, The Miz, Braun Strowman, Elias. Yep, those guys. How many is that?
6.
5.
I think it's 4 or 5.
Yeah, I got Braun Strowman winning that match.
But that's easy. I like the opponents though. That's a well stacked roundup right there.
And there's ladders, so who doesn't love ladders?
Yeah, a legit ladder match.
And then we got SmackDown's women's title match. I put Charlotte versus Asuka because I think Asuka will make her way to SmackDown. And I got Asuka winning that match. She's going to hold that belt hopefully for straight up 1 year because that would be hilarious.
1 year, whole year.
I can see that.
I could see her losing at WrestleMania 35.
I wouldn't say I don't know if she would hold it for a whole year. Maybe the longest SummerSlam, if anything. I don't know if they would. I don't know if they're gonna do the same thing they did on NXT.
I mean, if it's good, I don't mind it. Raw Women's title, I got Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax, and I got Carmella cashing in on that one.
Wait, so you got Nia Jax beating Asuka?
No, I got Asuka.
No, Asuka would choose to go to SmackDown, and then Nia would have to win some type of match to get into that match.
Yeah.
Yeah, so pretty much saying you'd still, because don't you remember when they were saying, Oscar, if Oscar loses or if Nia Jax wins.
Yeah, there should be, but she never really chose though. Like they never
They
kind of just chose
said
for her.
What they said was if Nia Jax wins, she would be added to the title match that Asuka would be in. So like, if Nia Jax,
you might be right.
Yeah,
you might
that's
be
what
right.
they said. So I still think Asuka's gonna win at Elimination Chamber, but then she'll make her way over to SmackDown. And then during Alexa versus Nia for the Raw Women's title, I think Carmella will cash in, make her way to Raw. That way, you don't waste her Money in the Bank briefcase.
Interesting.
And then,
that's interesting. Yeah. I could see that happening. That would be a shocker. That right there. That would be a really big shocker right there. To move Carmella to Raw.
mm-hmm.
That's a good process. That's a good process of thinking.
I got Usos versus Bludgeon Brothers, but you could really insert any other tag teams into that match if you really wanted to, like New Day or Rusev Day.
Rusev Day.
But the way I have it written right now, I had the Bludgeon Brothers going over.
Beating the Usos, okay.
Because I don't feel like they're going to lose their first actual match, you know?
Interesting.
Y'all remember the match that the Usos had with Rowan and Harper, like in 2000?
Yeah, Money in the Bank, Money in the Bank and Battleground. Yeah,
that was actually really good.
Yeah, they were phenomenal matches. Those were one of the best tag team matches I've ever seen. But
I think they could do that again, but with their new characters. Then for the Raw tag team titles, I got the Bar versus the Revival. Got the Revival winning that. They could put on a fantastic match.
You said the Bar versus the Revival?
Yep. Yeah. I got Revival winning that. Wait, and then I got.
Do you think whatchamacallit is coming? Do you think the Hardy Boys are not coming back?
I got Matt Hardy versus Bray Wyatt
at WrestleMania. You think like a compound match or something?
Because I think Jeff Hardy will be back in time and he'll have something to do with it.
I want to see Jeff Hardy go to SmackDown. I want to see them split up.
Really?
Yeah, I want to. I'd rather see them split up.
I don't think they're gonna split them up before they do the whole broken.
I mean, they're obviously gonna do the whole